Good morning, everyone. So, yeah, I've got to talk and I've got to share for as long as I can, right? Yes, well, one never knows, right? I woke up this morning. Thank you, Heavenly Father. It's another day. Well, I'll do my best, right? That's not. Okay. So I thought about something this morning and, considering, okay, as a woman, okay, all right. So how do things all come together and what I actually want to talk about? So on one show of a couple of people I watch, there was this guy slash become woman and just had these insane things to say. Okay, I'm not going to go into it. I mean, to me, it's like I watch stuff like that and I'm going, okay. I mean, I'm not getting it, right? I mean, okay. I just watch and I'm amazed on how can you make a comparison like that or this. And then the guys talked about it and, basically, well, I don't know the on TikTok. Okay, gosh, why do things like that exist? I'm not getting it. I'm just on TikTok. Anytime on YouTube when I watch something and some kind of a TikTok commercial comes in, I say out loud, believe me, I'm telling you, I've watched this enough times now. You actually respond verbally to, they hear it. The technology is out there now. They can literally watch you, they can hear you, and then they base their whatever else they send you according to what you would be more interested in, because when it comes down to it, it's not about opinion about this or that or what's right or wrong. Or they want you to buy stuff, right? They want you to buy into stuff, right? So okay. Interesting. So I see, anytime I see a TikTok thing, I'm going, I'm not interested in TikTok. I don't approve of TikTok. Sure enough, no more TikTok. Then something else shows up. I'm going, yeah, okay, no, I'm not going to paint my nails with that Revlon thing either, or wash my hair with this expensive shampoo. Says I got my stuff here, and then that stops. It's very interesting. If you guys, I'm just saying, do your own little how do you say, experiment with that, and you're gonna go, wow, or talk about something. I want to buy a pair of shoes, this and that. Suddenly on her stuff, I was, oh look, I got all kinds of shoes suddenly, advertisements for shoes, this and that, right? Yes, okay. So they say, well, it is a certain blah blah blah, 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 yeah, okay, sure. I tried it every which way to see, okay, is it true? Or do they actually have way more control over all these devices that we're using and knowing exactly what we're doing? I can tell you one thing, you are going to be 100% more a victim of being hacked if you watch pornographic stuff, exotic sexual stuff, and all that. Okay? Yes. It's true. Okay. So anyway, having said that, don't take my word for it, or okay. People are so, it's so amazing to me. I've been watching some scammer videos, people who are trying to, and it's really encouraging to see these guys out there. The one thing I don't understand about that is that they have to be out there in private, basically, doing what they're doing, and then YouTube even, oh, you can't show the name or the phone number of the criminal, okay, and their video gets removed to snatch. So again, it's like, hey, hello, do you know how many thousands and thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars are being scammed away from people who are trying to stay honest and trust? Okay. And here's YouTube. No doubt Google as well. No doubt Facebook as well. No doubt TikTok and whoever else is out there doing. They're more likely to support a criminal out there scamming people, using their sense of trust and all that, and sense of righteousness to oh no, oh, there was a mistake made. Oh, I have to return that. And then, right? And then doing it in this really odd way where, okay, I have to say myself, what, you're not catching on that something's not right here. Okay. But, so one could call, okay, there's a lot of naive people out there. You guys should all be grateful and thankful that there are still people out there who are naive like that and really want to believe, okay, and trust, right? Others. In a way where, yeah. Well, in any case, so and this one anti-scammer or who catches them, and oh my gosh, I mean, number one, the videos are so funny in some ways, and the reaction of the scammers when they realize they've been scammed themselves, and the language that comes out, and the hatefulness, and this, I'm going, you know what you're doing. You are cheating people out of their money. You're stealing from them. You're liars. You're this and that. And then when you're being found out, they're all in up and up, and this and that. And I'm going, wow, what two-faced, hypocritical human beings. Are they human beings? Oh, I bet you those are aliens. All right. Most of them coming out of where? India. Oh, wow. Very disturbing in a way, but here are these people who are not supported by a government, by the way. I find that interesting too. How come they're not every one of them, hired by Home Security and or FBI or CIA or whatever, because they're doing such an amazing job. They are so good at with computers, this net, that they're actually out there helping people, making sure, deleting the scammers' files, this and that, so they're at least disabled for some time. So you're telling me that a private person out there who does that, and they have their own little community, it sounds like, where they're really helping people out because the government isn't doing anything. Oh, hallelujah. Whoa, what that would... so not what? Another thing where the government's just letting people, just like with drugs and what's the other thing? Drugs and human trafficking and all that. Our government really isn't doing all that much about it. They really don't. Okay? It's like, everybody's got this. So what? With those scammers, this, that, and taking people's money from a country like ours, where people have plenty, supposedly, What, the government's all in cahoots with all them people out there? Who are they actually working for? All right, so what am I saying with all this? Well, there's one of the 10 Commandments that says, thou shalt not look at your neighbor's stuff or wife or this or that, and then get jealous, envy, and jealous. Right? And that's one of the things that I found is that when you are a Christian, the number one thing that you're being taught is that there was a problem in the Garden of Eden between Adam and Eve and Lucifer, right? And breaking the principles of love. But here's the thing. It starts way before that, with the angel. With the angel who's the right hand of God, who suddenly looks at things and goes, but where's my cut in all this? I'm not getting a gold star that I deserve. Where is that? Acknowledgement for one reason or another, missing, or the thought of it in that being, it's missing, it's not getting it, not realizing that, but you're a part of the whole. So whatever I gain, that's God's attitude. Whatever I gain, whatever I created, you're all a part of it. 100% in equal parts. And yet, that's where envy and jealousy was born. In an angel. Not in a human being, in an angel. Yes, and then it went from there. The one thing, because that is the first disagreement, right? with God's creation, that has blossomed. Envy and jealousy, and envy and jealousy in people. Right? Interesting that is one of the 10 Commandments as well, because God knows. But it's not the most important one, is it? There are many before that. I think it might be the 6th or the 7th one, or maybe the 8th one, where that comes up. Interesting on how God does not view that as the main concern per se, right? Doesn't want to acknowledge that as the main concern. Because if he would have done that, he would have acknowledged, yes, yeah, it's very sad that you, as my right hand angel, had such devious ways to go against something else, right? Someone else, right? Yes. And to this day, that is it. That is really it. Right? You start from the top to the bottom of the 10 Commandments, and you realize that envy and jealousy is always the fundamental base of each commandment. Each one of them. Very sad, right? Yes. It's one of those things. One could say so much more about everything, right? And to me, it's just, I'm just trying to figure out, how can I leave something behind? Again, right? What do you leave behind, right? You can't take anything with you to spirit world except for your spiritual existence. So, okay, so what do you actually take with you? Really nothing at all except for your spiritual shell. Bunch of fog. Whatever. Whatever we turn into. What do you leave behind? I'll tell you what you leave behind. Either you leave children behind who are beautiful, wonderful human beings, and they continue to raise wonderful, beautiful human beings, right? Yes? And hopefully restoration will keep happening through the descendants. That's what you leave behind. Well, what if you don't have children? What if you cannot have children? Right? It takes a village to raise a child. That's all I'm going to say to that. You should never feel more inferior or less important just because. But the fundamental part still is the descendants, the next generation, on how, as human beings here in the world, we are affecting that, helping out with that, being a part of that, raising that, is up to us. Envy and jealousy over anything should never, ever, ever, ever be a part of anything in your life. And if it is, and you recognize it, shove it out the door and say, no more, goodbye, changing my ways in that way. And we can teach others. What I can do with this video. Some people don't like my videos. Okay, there's probably a reason for that too. God's love and blessings always. I will talk to you all another time. Enjoy your day. I will too. It's a windy, warm day here. And